Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to AppSec's online support program. This is 15th week. Textbook name is Oxford New Secondary Science by David Coburg. Page numbers are from 2 to 8. Chapter name is Science Skills. Topic: Branches of Science and Measurements. Resources required are textbook, laptop, mobile and notebook. Topics to be discussed are: describe different branches of science, what are different kinds of measurements and their units. Quote of the day: practice makes a man perfect. It means that every work needs practice because it tells us about our mistakes and give us a chance to improve it. Now comes to our previous knowledge. Class, this is our science subject. What is science? Science is all about observation and experiments. It describes and explains the natural things which are made by Allah. It helps us to explain the world around us. Now our today's topic is branches of science. As I told you that science is the name of observation and experiments. Science is split into three main branches. These are called biology, physics and chemistry. Now one by one I will explain you. Number one, biology. What is biology? Bio means life and logos means study. The study of the living world around us. For example, about living things, we study about living things, their habitat, their food and shelter. Number two is chemistry. Chemistry is the study of all the substances that make the physical world around us. For example, physical properties and the reactions of all elements and compounds. Physics. Number three is physics. Physics is the study of the physical world around us. Our next topic is taking measurements. Suppose that we will use our senses to measure something in our daily use, but we cannot go only with our senses. We do not only use our senses. We have to use measuring instruments for taking measurements. Some common daily use measurements are length, volume, mass, temperature and time. First one is length. Length can be measured by a ruler or a tape measure. That it means that if you want to measure an object, you will use these two instruments to measure it. And its units are millimeter, that is mm, centimeter, that is cm, meter, that is m, and kilometer, that is km. Number two, volume. Volume is the space occupied by an object. In the second condition, if you want to take a volume of an irregular object, it can be measured by measuring cylinder. Units are liter, L, milliliter, ml, and cubic centimeter. Number three is mass. Mass is the amount of matter in something. It's a weight, it has some weight. So for this purpose, a balance, it balance is used to measure the mass, or weighing scale are used. The units are gram and kilogram. Next is temperature. Temperature means that how much the liquid is hot or cold. Means what is the temperature of something. So for that purpose, we use thermometer to find the temperature of something. The lowest possible temperature, which we called absolute zero, is minus 273 degrees centigrade. And this scale is called Kelvin scale. Water freezes, the freezing point of water is 32 degree Fahrenheit, and the boiling point of water is 212 degree Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit is the second type of scale. First is Celsius, the short form is C, and the other is Fahrenheit, the short form is F. Units are Celsius and Fahrenheit. Now the last is time. Time can be measured with a stop clock or a stopwatch. The units of time are seconds, minutes, and hours. So I think that all kinds of measurements you have understood. And if you have any confusion, please feel free to ask. Now I am giving you a task. No written work is there. Only a task, only an observation. As I told you that science is the name of observation and experiments. The first task is take any object and measure its length. And take one or more objects to measure its length. Number 2, take a measuring cup and put some water in it and measure its volume. Third, take your own weight by using weighing scale. Next, take hot and cold water in separate glasses and put some amount of sugar in it. And then measure its temperature. Or in the next case, you will do this. And in this temperature case, only take hot and cold water and note down the temperature. And in the last point, you will take 2 glasses. One is of hot water and other contains cold water. Put same amount of sugar in it and stir it. And take the time by a stopwatch. In this way, you can see the dissolving time of both glasses. You have done in your project also. Moral value. The measure of a man is not how much he suffers in the test, but how he comes out at the end. I think it's very clear to you. Thank you and stay safe and healthy. Allah Hafiz.